What's up, y'all? My name is David McClatchy. I grew up in Atlanta, went to a private school. I took classical guitar lessons. I speak French. I went to Stanford. My middle name is Westerland. My parents made my skin this color. And, it almost feels like I've been pre-canceled. Like if there were a TSA Twitter pre-check and I applied, they'd be like, we got another privileged pre-crime brewing here. Let's strip search him for racist ancestors and lobster forks. No, but seriously, when you add up all that privilege, it never stopped anybody from telling me how long my neck is. I have to roll up the flap of a turtleneck just to achieve a turtleneck. Otherwise, I'm just a skinny guy with a plus-size collar. I think I need to get one of those do not resuscitate bracelets like old people have, but as a do not resuscitate choker, just so people know to let survival of the fittest take its course if I ever choke on anything. This is the time sink of a resuscitation. It's a bad evolutionary adaptation, and I need your lack of help to end long neck procreation. I saw this sign at a restaurant recently that was trying to be helpful to people who are alive and choking. It said conscious choking in the title. And all I could think was, it sounds kinky but enlightened. Conscious choking sounds like something you do in a couple's yoga class. The teacher's like, okay class, now we're gonna do something that you can take home with you into the bedroom. Now grab your partner by the throat. We're gonna balance all the breathing we've done today with some anti-breathing. Now the key here is to be really vulnerable to the experience of no oxygen. There's no past or future, only our present absence of breathing, so consciously provided by our partners. I actually do like to do yoga myself. But I often find myself in all these variations of the same pose, and it's my least favorite pose, and I call it ball crushing up. I'll demonstrate. This is ball crushing a 1. This is ball crushing a 2. And sometimes if I know a ball crushing is coming, I try to preempt it with a pose that I like to call ball tucking up. I do like to do yoga, but I'm not one of those people you often find in yoga who's afflicted with what I like to call spiritual diabetes. These people like to combine the most sugary part of every spiritual practice into this high fructose cup of salvation. They're like, I put on a Talmud face mask every night before I go to sleep, and I have a dream catcher that aligns my chakras, while my chi gets soothed by my kosher crystals that Jesus blessed. I really don't like meeting these people at parties, these spiritual diabetics, and our conversations are usually really short. They're like, hey, I like to practice a combination of astrology and Baha'i. Yeah, and I'm like, hey, I like to practice a combination of urology and goodbye. I'm gonna go to the bathroom now. I think that we struggle a lot these days with who is and who isn't racist. Like, imagine you have a group of guys and they're like, they like to tell a racist joke among themselves and they're like, we're not racist, man, we're just messing around. None of us has a racist bone inside our bodies. It's like if they were having gay sex and they were like, we're not gay, man, we're just messing around. None of us has a gay boner inside our bodies. Thank y'all so much. My name is David.
David McClatchy, y'all.